USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page on this very, very crucial, very, very important closure of civil justice sign-off I'm providing for myself, for I am Vethapriya and PROSE, and it is because the United States of American nation with fatal negligence created the robocall poverty mandate to enforce poverty to enforce poverty, finance disability to create finance debt to and that is the deadliest crime for any nation, to enforce poverty to any of the civilian. Okay, and I want to get the civil justice using the ethical standards in front of all the nations, in front of entire human population, and USA nation being handcuffed mode for at fault and found guilty in all counts of crimes of Vatican only must take the responsibility, take the accountability, and pay the healthy finance aid, and that will be a salary I earned, and also they also have to provide, USA have to provide me the rightful salary, then job offer should be signed off, and then I should become the Vatican leader, I should be the Supreme Judge, and I have to become the family law judge as well, and I have to be the global poverty relief medical director for all nations worldwide as well, right? And I have to be the national leader, the USA leader, because I only can bail out all the nations. I know how to resolve, how to fix all the broken government errors, and for displaying the government errors and the scandal of the absolute monarchs, any salary USA government can give me, provide me using direct deposit process, can help me at this point of time, because I'm unemployed and I'm in finance need, and to take care of my basic essentials. So I will go ahead and read this civil justice fast as possible to keep this session short. Okay, and that would be, for I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved scandal of absolute monarchs and proved Pope Francis is Roman king he rode as of February 2021. Any salary, as in tax-free billions of dollars, USA government can provide effective immediate using direct deposit to my bank account to I am Vethapriya, PROSE, native Indian tribe, Israelite tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of all nations worldwide, can help me. So scandal phases Republica Europe nations worldwide is Republica G20, that is 20 nations, never educated USA Republican government can never enforce poverty, and USA can never create robocall poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya, PROSE, a true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, and a true civil supreme judge, and it is fatal negligence of G20 20 nations to be fatal negligence. Either USA government should say knows who is Republica G20 20 nations, or either USA government should say don't know who is Republica G20 20 nations. So error is G20 20 nations is created created robocall poverty mandate, and it is a deadliest crime as of February 2021. It comes under the classification of domestic violence and the subclassifications of breach of duty, intentional infliction of emotional distress, causation and injury, battery and types, and assault and types, and false imprisonment and types, and trespass to land and types, and trespass to chattels and types. So I, Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, own this text for ongoing civil justice sign-off Republica G20, and G20 is nothing but that there are 20 nations in this organization called as G20 nations. So with fatal negligence, failed to educate, USA cannot create robocall poverty mandate, and by default created Republica USA robocall poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya, PROSE. So the civil justice for me is Republican Republican government GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018 enforced poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya, PROSE abruptly on October 2018, and Republican government of USA took away $4,500 on October 2018 2018 abruptly, and enforced finance debt of $10,210.38 since October 2018, October 2019, October 2020, and as of today, February 2021. So and also enforced finance disability to I. So it is crime for Republica G20, which consists of 20 nations. When ruling USA, never educated USA should never provide enforced poverty to I. Vethapriya, PROSE. So civil justices, I. Vethapriya, PROSE, want Citibank CEO to pay off my debt $10,210.38 and sign off tax-free $4,500, and each of G20 nations must sign off tax-free $1,000 billion each to be total of tax-free $20,000 billion for all types of damages done by selfish cunning, Islam, Judaism, absolute monarchs types, wild endangered species, and health creators, and just direct deposit all the finance aid to my bank account, and at fault and found guilty Holy Highness God of USA, Queen Elizabeth II, and Pope Francis, and Republican government of USA will provide the needful assistance. And for I. Vethapriya, PROSE displayed the absolute monarch scandal to USA government according to the Holy Bible guidelines of civil law. I. Vethapriya, PROSE want USA government to rename the Lord Ripon building in Tamil Nadu, India after my name as Vethapriya is civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served, and Pope Francis to resign the abruptly is a civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya, PROSE to become the Supreme Chief Civil Judge of all nations now is civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya, PROSE to become the Supreme Chief Family Law Judge across all the nations worldwide is civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya, PROSE to become the Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations Organizations, World Health Organization, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Family, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Import-Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya, PROSE to be the ambassador for all nations starting with India is civil justice served, and I. Vethapriya should get the dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, as I've been educating, it is a multitasking, and yes, I sure will get the finance medical aid compensation for entire human kingdom count by count, and first of all I have to get the civil justice served, I have to get the job offer served, and I have to get the rightful national benefits that the USA nation have to provide, and USA have to provide all the finance compensation for the damages done by Pope Francis to me. And who is Pope Francis to create hell for me, right? And who is USA to create poverty for me? It is Pope Francis created unemployment for me. It is Pope Francis created career distractions for me. It is Pope Francis created poverty enforcement for me. It is Pope Francis enforced the finance debt for me. Who is going to pay for the damages? No, I want the civil justice to be served according to the Holy Bible guidelines. And if Pope Francis knows but don't know what is Holy Bible, that's not my job. Right? So yes, this civil justice sign-off must be provided immediately without any delay. And yes, USA government at fault mode, handcuffed mode, must sign off the civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines only without any delay. Right? And it is it is the deadliest crime for USA nation to even enforce poverty to any of the civilian, and they did that deadliest crime, and civil justice must be provided. And for all the damages, I want the medical finance compensation to be provided only in the tax-free form. That means direct deposit or use the wire transfer process. Okay, so thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.